back to Feed Your Body, Mind and Soul. In today's menu, we are going to be cooking one of my childhood favorites. Growing up in India, I always used to pester my mum to buy me this street food. It was called Ghugni Chat. It was a Kolkutta Style Indian street food. It probably wasn't too bad of food, but if my mum had permitted, I would have eaten it for 3 meals a day without any problem. Even today, my love for it hasn't dwindled, and so that's what we're going to make today, but with my own healthy twist. Kolkutta style curried yellow peas chaat salad. Let's get started, but before we start, can I remind you to subscribe to my channel and also follow me on Instagram at Feed Your Body, Mind and Soul channel for more health and wellness tips. Let's get started. Soak 1 cup of dried yellow peas in 2 cups of water overnight or for at least 4 hours. Longer you soak, the better. I've thoroughly rinsed the soaked dried yellow peas. If you see, they've actually increased in size because they've absorbed some of the water. So I'm going to add this to a pressure cooker and then add 2 cups of water. I've also got a big chunk of ginger which I'm just going to bash. And then I'm going to add this to the pressure cooker. We also need to add about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. So close the lid of the pressure cooker, put on the weight, and then you have to cook it for 3 to 4 whistles. You don't have to always cook it on the pressure cooker. You can also cook in an open pan. It will take about 30 minutes roughly. While the yellow peas are cooking, let's prepare the veggies. I have 200 grams of potatoes, which is a mix of red and yellow potatoes. Start by cutting them into rounds and then cube them. You can use your knife skills, but I find that my chopper gives me the best cubes. It doesn't matter what vegetable it is. It's quick, it's easy. So we have a beautifully cubed potatoes now. I have 2 medium-sized onions, which I'm going to chop finely. You can again cut into rounds and chop using the chopper. Remember to keep the 2 onions into separate bowls because we're going to use them at different parts of the recipe. I also have 1 large, really ripe tomato which I'm going to cut into chunks. I could have used my chopper, but it was too ripe and I didn't want the juices flying all over the place. Make sure you collect the juices too. We need a tablespoon of ginger paste and a tablespoon of garlic paste as well. We need some fresh coriander leaves. So I love growing my own herbs. I'm just showing off cutting some coriander leaves from my plant. And we need some mint. Nothing like fresh herbs, that too when you grow them in your own garden, and actually you grow them organically, and it's really easy, particularly when it comes to mint. So now let's prepare our raw veggies. I found green mangoes in the supermarket. They'll give a nice crunchy taste to the salad and also a bit of sourness and a little bit of sweetishness as well. Of course, if you don't find mangoes, that's absolutely fine. It's only optional to use them. Just use 1 mango. This is very small. Chop it fine. Next, we need to finely chop our mint and coriander. I'm using my mini chopper. It's quick, it's easy. I find that when I finally chop them in my mini chopper, the aromatic oils get released and this further augments the taste. You can also finely chop them using your knife skills. I'm also going to chop 4 dates finely using my knife. Don't use the mini chopper for this because sometimes it just gets stuck in the blades and it won't serve the purpose. Okay, let's start cooking. To a pan on high heat, add 2 teaspoons of oil of your choice. Once the oil is warm, drop the chopped potatoes. Add in half teaspoon of salt and mix to coat. Cover and cook for a minute for the salt to do its magic. Then add 1/4 teaspoon chili powder and 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder. Let it cook for another 3 minutes with the lid covered. Once the 3 minutes are up, transfer the potatoes into a bowl. To the same pan, add half teaspoon of oil. You don't have to wash the pan. Once warm, add half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 dry red chili and 2 bay leaves. Add chopped onions from 1 onion like I explained to you before, and keep the other chopped onion for later. Add 1 tablespoon of garlic paste, then 1 tablespoon of ginger paste. Give a mix. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Now mix everything and saute for about 30 seconds. The water coming from the veggies will actually deglaze the pan and bring all those tasty brownie bits into the curry. Add in the chopped tomato. Cook for 2 minutes till the tomatoes soften. Then add half a teaspoon chili powder, 2 teaspoons coriander powder and mix. Add 2 tablespoons of hot water to deglaze the pan if needed and also to stop the spices from burning. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Saute well to combine for another 2 minutes. Discard the ginger from the cooked yellow peas in the pressure cooker and add the yellow peas along with the water that you used to cook into the pan. I like to mash some of the yellow peas to release more flavors into the curry and also to thicken it. That's my little secret that I've let you in now. I even love using a wooden masher for this. Add in the potatoes, mix everything to combine, then add 100 ml of water and I'm going to move the pan to another stove to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes covered. This step is totally optional. I'm going to make some fresh bhaja masala, which is the Kolkutta Style masala powder. To a pan on high heat, add 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon fennel seeds, few fenugreek seeds, 1 teaspoon coriander seeds and 1 bay leaf. Dry roast for just about 30 seconds to a minute and immediately transfer them to a bowl to cool. If you leave them in the pan for long, they will become charred. So here's the final step for the curry. Add 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala and 1 tablespoon coconut sugar. Cover and cook for a minute for all the spices to combine. Our curried yellow peas with potatoes is now ready. Add the dry roasted spices to a dry grinder or a pestle and mortar and make it into a powder. Now comes the interesting and creative part. Transfer quarter of the curry to a bowl. You can eat the curry just like this. It's beautiful, it's yummy. However, we are going to create a rainbow by adding optional veggies to make it even more tasty, more nourishing and more beautiful. So I'm going to start by adding some chopped onions for the crunch. They're full of prebiotics. Then the mangoes, they're sweet and sour. The tomatoes for more red color. Dates for some fiber-bound sweetness. Then beautiful pomegranate pearls. They're sweet, they're tangy, they're bitter. Then some fresh coconut pieces. These are the best garnish, I can tell you. Add in the bhaja masala that we made. This is the Kolkata style masala I'm talking about. Then the chaat masala, which also has black salt in it. Then some chopped coriander and mint. Always need some crunch, so I'm using roasted peanuts for that crispy crunchiness. A wholesome, nourishing yellow curried pea salad is now ready to enjoy. So I really hope you enjoy making this recipe. In our pro tip today, we'll talk about potatoes. Potatoes are very tasty, they're very filling and they can be part of a healthy balanced diet. However, if you're going to be including potatoes in your diet, I would suggest that you substitute them for your bread, rice or pasta because they are primarily starchy carbohydrates. But mind you, they contain a number of vitamins and minerals. They are rich in potassium, which may help lower our blood pressure, fiber, folate, vitamin C, etc. They also contain good phytochemicals too. So, if you're going to be eating potatoes in your diet, I would give you 2 tips. Number 1, always eat your potatoes with the skin on because the maximum amount of nutrients and the good plant chemicals are concentrated in the skin. Number 2, once you cook your potatoes, allow them to cool for a few hours, the longer the better, because this gives rise to the formation of resistant starch, which is a good food for our good gut bacteria, which influence our overall physical and mental health. If you're going to be eating potatoes, the best thing to do is to bake them, steam them, saute them like we did today, or microwave them, and not eating as chips from a bag, French fries, or mash with lots of cream and butter. That's it from me today. This is Vishwa signing off for Feed Your Body, Mind and Soul. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.